with that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and me meal in this dark room break room, y'all. Oh boy. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the thumbnail. Girl. It went down in the McDonald's playhouse today. Yeah, child. Normally folks be in there, you know, the kiddos be in there playing and you know, eating their hamburgers and chicken nuggets and french fries. Baby, Olivia turned the McDonald's playhouse into a confessional today. There. Child, she done turned the McDonald's playhouse into the damn confessional. I said, a mess, honey. A mess, and we are here for it. I said, now y'all word on the curb. I heard Jasmine last night was up in the middle of the night complaining about something. I think she put it on members. I don't even care about that right now. Girl, you and Philip are like brother and sister over there. Y'all stop arguing and go do your house chores. We'll come back to Jasmine. We'll try and get her tomorrow, get Saturday, or I don't know. Oh, hey, Shine Girl. Girl, Newt said it's my favorite. Newt, you ain't been here in a minute. Where you been, Newt? Hey, Pearl. Hey, KP. Hey, Heritage. What's good, sis? Hey, Simone. Simone said, girl, this is my favorite time of day, child. Okay, girl. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Miss Letitia. Hey, Tamri. Hey, Kaya. Who up at With Love up in the building? Hey, Lynette, you caught alive. Girl, make sure you catch one of them like buttons, child. Let me see who Black Queen up in here, HBB up in here, Canada up in the building. Black Queen said, say what? Girl, yeah, honey, they turned the McDonald's playhouse into a confessional today. Olivia did. Oh, yeah, girl, you work hard for your money, honey. I know you do, girl. Oh, we got to get into it. So Olivia went live today in the McDonald's playhouse, baby, the McDonald's playhouse. And honey, she had some things to get up off her chest besides her exposed tatas over there. Sis said, I just gotta let it out. I just gotta let it out. And I, baby, I said, oh, girl, we already knew all that. And you know what's so funny to me? We told her this. Yeah, Olivia seems to think that we don't want to tell her anything. I mean, now we don't. But back then, we were trying. A lot of y'all was still trying to tell her, you know. Honey, she won't listen. I said, Olivia, you keep letting Zolo wrap you up into the funnies every damn time. Now you done let this man use you once again. For clap. Because, honey, Zolo and Donna was over there with their little commentary as well, too, okay? We've been told her. Olivia told us today she was with Zolo 3 months. Y'all remember the other day? Hey, DBO, y'all remember the other day? Hey, LaShonda, hey, Roy Gala. The other day we was talking about how long was they together? And some of y'all was like 2 weeks, 6 days, 16 seconds, 3 months. What Olivia told us today was 3 months. May, June, July. I told y'all it was right around the Bleach episode. Y'all, it seemed like I started talking about the Bleach episode. Zolo, he erects the Bleach video. You said I went back to a first few videos Olivia ever posted to compare how she is now, and she was much more likable back then and seemed family oriented. Yeah, hey, say cheese. Hey, Roy Bloodline. Is Zoloft even Ajax's daddy though? Girl, I don't know. Yeah, it was summer. It's right, Black and Bougie. It was just the summer. Olivia told us today it was 3 months. It was the summer. We said that. No, we said that. I said it was a summer fling. It was 2020. A lot happened that summer. I actually said 2021 the other day. 2820 corrected me. It was 2020. Child, I happened. Well, y'all, we gonna get into it. We gonna let Olivia tell her story. And baby, all I kept doing, the part of the lie that I saw. Now, why y'all calling that boy Ajax? Oh my God, that's Ajax. Hey, BM. Hey, Waffle Toaster. All I kept saying is, Olivia, we told you so. But she said something today that I found to be kind of odd coming out of her mouth. Child. Yeah, 16 seconds, Nicole. She said something today that I caught to be very odd, y'all. She actually said she appreciates Gerard for being a good father. She said basically dealing with Zolo makes her realize how good of a father Gerard actually is. I said, girl, the next door neighbor's baby daddy should show you that. It's like, ma'am, you knew how he was treating his daughter. You was right there. So you thought you was going to get pregnant. See, that's what I'm saying. She thought she was going to get pregnant. It was going to be any different. She really thought that. But now she's appreciating the fact that Gerard is a good father when that's what he was trying to express to her in the beginning. He just didn't want to be with her anymore. And y'all, we get it. We get it. When the man don't want you, you know, you be feeling some type of way, right? Because you be like, why you don't want me? I sit up here and had all these kids and everything. You know, but the reality is when he don't want you, he don't want you. He don't care if you got 1 kid or 10 kids by him, okay? When he don't want you, he don't want you. But there are situations when the man don't want you and he don't want the children y'all birth together, right? But in Gerard's situation, he just didn't want her, but he still wanted to be a part of his children's life, and Olivia was making it hard for that man. And Olivia said in this live that Zolo was a horrible person. Well, y'all, Zolo had a lot to do with her losing custody. Because if we all been around, because we all go way back with Olivia, child, we go all the way back to living with the Weds. That was the summer where Olivia started, and that was what the summer that Olivia was with Zolo, excuse me, the summer Olivia was with Zolo is the evidence they use in court. That's the evidence they use. All the shenanigans, her not, her staying up all night, not sending them kids to school and all that. Essentially, they basically use that summer and more than, and there was other things, her not complying to drug screens and things of that. There was other things, but her behavior that summer with Zolo kicked off Gerard putting it in full gear to get custody of his children. And maybe at first he wasn't really trying to get custody. He was trying to get solid visitations. But in my opinion, when she wasn't complying to the court's orders is what kicked it into full custody. In my opinion. Y'all, that's just an opinion. That's not fact. Okay? I'm assuming that. Zoloft was never a good person. We could see that in he wasn't around. See that in we wasn't around him. Exactly. Yeah, we saw that. First and foremost, he was very childish, very young acting. But Olivia is too. But he was very childish, very young acting. And Olivia says in this live, you'll hear her say how as much as we want to think Zolo did give her money, he would cash app her his check. Well, you know what, y'all? You got to think about it. And she confirmed something that I said about Zolo getting with Donna. but we'll get to that in a minute. She said something about Zolo giving her, he was paying bills or whatever. First and foremost, Zolo wasn't working a full-time job. He was working at the car wash. He was doing like labor ready type stuff. Right? And you know, he would get paid for that. And of course, he would send Olivia a couple of dollars, $100 here, $50 there, you know, whatever. Yeah, because that was cheaper than him paying full rent anywhere. You know, hobos, they do stuff like that. They'll give you a couple of dollars to, you know, just so they can say, I'm doing something. But in raw reality, they really wasn't doing nothing. Because if he gave you $100 on a light bill, $20 put in your gas tank. Well, quite as kept, sis, he was driving the car. So of course, Olivia gave him more access to the things that she had than what Zolo, in my opinion, was paying for. You gave that man access to your pussy. You gave him access to your house. You gave him access to your refrigerator, your couch, your TVs, your electricity, hell, bunny rabbits. That man had a space in your home. Girl, all you got from him was some dangling and a couple dollars. Yeah, that's it. You didn't really get it. Whatever tools and fuels he gave you, I'm pretty sure it's not worth what you're dealing with now. Yeah, it wasn't worth it. But in my opinion, Gerard was doing things. He was taking care. Gerard was making it to where she didn't have to work. The internet is the reason why Olivia doesn't have to work. Whatever Zolo was doing, if Olivia didn't have the internet, she still would have had to clock in somewhere. It wasn't like he came in and was saving the day. And let's be honest, Olivia's mama was there too. I guarantee you, I bet you Olivia's mama was giving Olivia more money than Zolo was. Because Zolo didn't really have to do as much because he was slanging that line. So he had to, he did a little, but he didn't have to do a lot. Okay? So y'all, let's get into it. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Let me get this video on. Again, she's at the McDonald's Playhouse with the children. Okay, Kaylani and little AJ over there. Okay. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Yeah, K-Wax, that's true too.
No, he was a really bad person because all I ever did, even the haters can admit to this because I was stupid, because I was naive. All I ever did for that person was try to help him. And all he ever did was try to tear me down. That was it. And I had no business trying to help a grown ass man, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I was stupid. But it's funny.
And that's true, Olivia. You had no business trying to help a grown-ass man, especially when you had just came out of a situation where the other grown-ass man you was dealing with, the one you was still married to, was actually helping you. You go from a grown-ass man helping you to turn around and go help another grown-ass man. And at the time, you didn't have nothing in common with the man. You didn't have a child or a chicken with him, okay? All y'all did was share bunny rabbits. That was it. So she went from Gerard taking care of her, helping her. She turned quickly around and settled for Zolo that she had to do everything for. Even give the man keys to the vehicle that wasn't even hers. It was actually Gerard. It was in Gerard's name, but he was, Olivia had possession of it. But you even gave that man, not only that, girl, you gave that man access to the internet, gave that man, quote unquote, some clout. Girl, you did all this. And what'd he do? Remember I told y'all yesterday, the first time Olivia made Zolo mad, Zolo didn't wait 30 minutes. He ran to the internet to blast her and put all her business. But then what did Olivia do? She didn't even wait 48 hours. Within 48 hours, Zolo was right back over there in her bed. And we was all sitting up here scratching our head like, girl, the way this man just clowned you on the internet. And Olivia would even admit Zolo tried to destroy her, and he damn near did it. From what she said, she admits that. She was almost at the point where she was like, you know what? Like, I think Olivia was so hurt behind Zolo because she tried to show this man how she was really feeling him and digging him. And what she didn't understand is Zolo was just trying to find a place to lay his head. Yeah, he thought Olivia was a little cute or whatever, but he wasn't in it for the long haul. To be quite honest with you, and I said this before, Zolo is about himself. Anytime a man don't take care of his kids, he don't give an F about nobody else. Anytime a man don't care about his own children, girl, what in the world you think he gonna do with you? If he don't care about his offsprings, he don't give a damn about you.
How it's so much like, oh my God, you were with a bum, you were with the this, you were with the that. There's so much of that when I was with a bum, but other bitches get with bums and it's cute. It's not cute. It's disgusting. But anyway,
Hey, Kanye.
I was nothing but nice to this person. I fucked up and got pregnant, but I'm so happy that I have my AJ. And even after my pregnant, he knew the whole time I was pregnant. He knew that I was pregnant. He knew. Maybe I didn't confirm it for him like I maybe should have, but he didn't stick around long enough for me to confirm it. Let me tell you something about him. He can't be a present parent. He couldn't be it for his daughter. He can't be it for AJ. And not that he can't be it. I know, she's climbing up top. I know, you guys. She went all the way up there with her bad ass. Give me my shit. Get out of my stuff. You want to be over here messing with my stuff, and we're at a whole play place. Oh, shit. I gotta go up there and get Kalani now. Oh, gosh. Gosh, she climbed all the way up there with her strong self. Kailani? Where's my wallet? Oh. I'm coming up there with you guys. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me move this. I'm gonna go up there with them.
I'm gonna give y'all my opinion with what she just said about, she's happy she had her son. Olivia wanted a child at that time, right? Because she knew the situation with the three oldest was shaky for her, right? But what she regrets now is having a baby with AJ, or having the baby with Zolo, and AJ being a product of it. Because in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, in my opinion, AJ acts a lot like Zolo to her. And she resents that. Which makes you, because like I've told you guys many times before, she doesn't handle AJ like she handles Christian. Even when Christian was AJ's age, she didn't handle Christian like she handled AJ. She handled those two little boys very different. She didn't act like she despised Christian. Think about it, y'all. When it was just the Web 3 there, how many times did CPS get called on her when it was the Web 3? 0. They wasn't calling CPS on her every day because they don't like how she was treating Christian, Robin, and Ryan. AJ don't listen to her. And here's the thing, and this is why we all thought it was a bad idea for her to get pregnant in the middle of a custody battle. Now, if y'all notice, she has beef with Zolo now. She's had beef for Gerard. But Kaylani's daddy doesn't even get mentioned. And I don't give a damn what nobody says. Kaylani's alleged father, whoever her father is not, he's not receiving the Father of the Year award either. It's very apparent that she has no relationship with that man. Hence the reason why she does not talk about him. She was always kissing on Christian because Christian looked so much like Gerard. And obviously at the time, that was her only son.
only ones in here. So just put my purse and shit over there. Take my shoes off. I could not do this at 300 pounds, bitch. I don't think I would even fit in this motherfucker. Ooh, it's hot up here. Ooh. All right, fine, Kalani. This is where you want to be so bad.
Yeah, he has never met him in person.
We never lie.
We like the place.
Zolo has
You like
never
to play
met
plays?
DJ.
Stop pushing me.
Me and Mama and we had top play and we played.
Yeah, her butt got up here.
Mommy,
She sure is smart.
Mommy, let's play.
Who's talking? Is somebody talking mess? Let me see.
And then in this video, like I told you guys, she did the comparison between Zolo and Gerard, but she didn't mention Kaylani's dad. If you have no complaints about him right now, wouldn't he be compared as a good dad too? Because if he was a bad dad, we would be hearing about it, right? So you don't hear any complaints about Kaylani's dad. When she did the comparison, she just used Zolo and Gerard. And maybe she did that because we know who Gerard is. But if you're comparing baby daddies, why not compare all three of the baby daddies that you have? Not just the two when you got three.
He's not even an active father for his daughter. I know. But he chooses not to be. You know, when I met him, his baby was like a couple months old. And he plays the role. You know, there's some men who...
Elizabeth, she is.
And I'm gonna be real with you guys. This is gonna be a deep ass live, and we don't even have. Maybe I should restart. It's already been an hour. No, we can make it an hour and a half. We'll make this live an hour and a half.
Yolanda.
I don't want to say that just yet. But when I first met him, his baby was like a couple months old, and he pretended to be like, Kaylani, come here. No, you're not going up there. Get over here now. You're not going even higher. I don't think so, girlfriend. You already came to the top.
That's true, Lisa. Olivia told us she talked to Zolo's baby mama. And Zolo baby mama told her the tea about the relationship between her and Zolo. So Olivia was already apparently aware of the relationship between Zolo and his baby mama. So you thought it was a good idea for you to jump into bed and get pregnant by him and thought the results were going to be different for you? How so, Sway?
Some men pretend to care, and they always use that. She's keeping my kids away from me. She's keeping my baby away from me. They always use that line. But truth is told, stop. Truth be told, they don't care. You know what I mean? And he's just the type of man who doesn't care. He doesn't want to be a present father. And I'm okay with that. And I'm pretty sure his other baby mom is okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. I don't care. The beef started, and let me tell you when the beef started. The beef started officially Valentine's. When he saw that I had a dude over my house for Valentine's Day, the switch up started. That's when the switch up started. He started acting weird. I was like, you still need to come see your son. I've always been telling him to come see his son. But he was like, oh, I don't want to come over there. And a nigga tries to, I got to deal with a nigga now. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, he's like, oh, I see you got company over. You know how niggas are. I was just like, okay, well, yeah.
Now he sees she got company. Not Zolo watching the channel. Child, these people are weird.
Whatever. You don't have to deal with nobody.
But Olivia, let's be honest. Why not allow Zolo to be a peeping time on your channel when you were peeping timing over there on Gerarda Antonisha's Instagram? See what I'm saying? See how it don't feel good?
I already told you that. You're not going to be staying with me. You're going to be at a hotel. You're not going to deal with nobody. You're not going to have no problems, no confrontation with anybody. Hey, get over here. Kaylani, get over here. Even if I did have a man, there would be no confrontation because the men I deal with other than him are mature, way mature than him. Kaylani, come here. Come here. No. Oh my God.
And that's the thing.
So
Olivia has this big thing about loyalty. She even has it tattooed on one of her arms, her forearm. She always talk about loyalty, and how she's so big on loyalty. When Zolo didn't show you any loyalty. Once again, I'm gonna take some of y'all may not have been around. A lot of you were, and a lot of you were not. However, every time they got into it, Zolo would come to the internet and drag her. And then she would take him back. And then when she finally stopped taking him back, when she doused him with the bleach and he ran off into the sunset, he went and got on the channel that she helped build and went over there and dragged her on his own channel for months. So my thing is, if you're so big on loyalty, if you're so big on loyalty, why did you have a baby with a man that you only knew for 3 months that proved to you that he wasn't that loyal? Girl, even if you wanted to, sleep with the ninja, Olivia, you know how to sleep with a man and not get pregnant. Or do you? But anyway, that's my thing. Like her and that whole loyalty thing, it's like, girl, hush. Because if you are, the fact that you got it tatted on your forearm, how are you so passionate about loyalty when Zolo showed you many times that he wasn't loyal to you? Because every time he would get mad at her, he would get on the internet and just drag her. Sit on the bus stop. He would sit on the bus stop because he ain't had no damn car and he had nowhere to go. He would sit on the bus stop and talk to the internet and just would drag her.
That's officially when the switch up started. And it lasted up until AJ's birthday, which was March 10th. Like, he barely was calling anymore. He barely was sending me anything. Because he was sending me some change here and there, some fucking gas money. He was sending me a little bit of money. And I don't care. Like I told you guys, I'm really that type of parent. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to send me nothing. But at least be present. If you want to be present. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Anyway. But he stopped calling and everything. So he didn't even call. And then my beef with him, I was still not even mad at him from February to March. I was still not even mad at him. When I got mad at him is when he didn't call AJ on his birthday. AJ, get out of my purse. He didn't call AJ on his birthday. And I'm like, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. How dare you make my baby feel like you care about him and you don't. And that's okay if you don't. If you don't, keep that fucking same energy and just don't give a fuck. Don't care. Be like, no, Olivia, I don't want to fuck with him and I don't want to fuck with you. I will never expect you to call ever again. I would never expect you to send a dime ever again. But the fact that he was pretending or acting or trying to, I don't know, then I was starting to expect it out of him. I was like, oh, he does care about AJ. Oh, he does want to be a part of AJ's life. Okay. Like, cool.
How did you come to the conclusion that Zolo wanted to be a part of AJ's life when he's never traveled from the state of Illinois to the state of Texas to see said child? What did he say? Because he was sitting on the phone colluding with you? Is that what showed you that he wants to be a father to AJ? Because he was talking to you more than, because let's be honest, how many conversations is he really having with AJ? Unless him and AJ sitting up there telling each other, clock that T back and forth. How many conversations, how many in-depth conversations? Was he telling AJ how to become a man? So how did you figure that he really cared about AJ when he really never got on a plane to come see the boy? Ma'am.
So, of course, I talk my shit. I've talked a lot of shit. I don't respect that old senior citizen he's with. I don't care. You bitches on this internet try to make me respect these bitches. I don't respect that bitch. She's a dirty ass female. I don't like her. because she was a supporter. She saw everything that I had went through. I don't like bitches who are not girls. I don't like bitches who do that weird, sneaky, gross shit. I don't like that.
Pause. Olivia, ma'am, your emotional intelligence is 0. Just because Donna was signed up for your channel, just because Donna was a member on your channel, just because she engaged with your posts, what made you feel she owed you anything? That woman, you don't know her. You didn't even know what she was one of thousands of people that was watching your channel, baby. Yeah. What did Donna owe you? Because she was a loyalty game? You really felt like she owed you some loyalty? I'm just so confused. I don't know why Olivia obsesses over her subscribers. Donna didn't owe you nothing, baby. The man that would have halfway owed you anything would have been Zolo. And let's be honest, 3 months, sis, that man didn't even owe you a goodbye. Hell, most jobs, you're on probation on most jobs for 3 months, sometimes longer. I was just thinking to myself, why does she keep saying she wasn't a girl's girl because she act like Donna went behind her back. Girl, Donna could have screwed that man in your face. You was gonna be able to point her out in the lineup. Aren't you my subscriber? Aren't you number 70,004? Like, how would you? When she said that, I was like, girl, are you serious? It's the internet. Let's be honest. Anybody could have crawled up in that man's DMs. Let's be honest. A lot of people were in that man's DM for whatever reason. He chose Donna. And more than likely, because Donna was probably sending more money than any other chick was. Because there was chicks sending Dolo money. When he was sitting on that bus stop, oh, baby, they was cash ashing that ninja left and right. Well, obviously, Donna cash apps with, you got to pay what you weigh. So obviously, Donna was paying what she weighed. Okay, girl.
That's weird. That's gross. That's disgusting. She's older than all of us put together. And it's just like, it's just nasty. It's just, you moved weird. And I'm talking about this bitch was a supporter, like a subscriber. She was a member on my channel. She not only commented on my pictures and videos and everything on Instagram, she commented on my ex-husband's Instagram. This bitch is a fucking weirdo. And that's just what it is. And I will never have respect for that old hag.
How do you, why I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of weird how you, I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of weird how her and Zolo got together. But anyway, girl, it's the internet. Shit, did you meet him on the internet? How is it weird that Donna met Zolo on the internet when you met Zolo on the internet? Plenty of Fish is a dating website that comes from the internet. She hasn't never been flown out. So how is that weird? How was she? Oh, she said she was commenting on my channel. She was commenting on posts. And the next thing you know, she's in the bed with my baby daddy that I knew for 3 months. It probably would have been more crucial if you known him maybe 6 months. We probably would have been able to come cry at the party with you. Girl, you knew that man 3 damn months. Like, at this point, let's be honest. Had you not had a baby with that man, he would be literally a blur in your memory. Just like every other man you messed with before Zolo. The few men or however many men you messed with in Florida before you met Zolo, aren't they just a blur? Yeah, because you weren't with them that long. The only reason Zolo isn't a blur is because you had a baby with him. But 3 months, sis, child, at this point, you shouldn't even know what his last name. You shouldn't even remember, like, damn, what was that nigga last name? I mean, hold on. Now, what was his name? Wait a minute, hold on. How old did he say he was? When did he say his birthday? What did he say? Girl, 3 months. Child, stop it.
I will never. She's nasty. So that's just that on that. I mean, I told him the same thing. Like, I don't owe her shit. She is nobody to my son. But I have no problem with him. But now I have a problem with her, and I'm voicing it because she's. So if you guys are like, damn, Olivia, well, why you talk shit about her? Because I don't respect her. She's nasty. I don't like how she moves. I don't respect an old granny like that. Now, I would respect her if she was an old woman with some class, but she's not. She portrays herself like that. She's not that. Okay? Okay, cool. Talking about, I know why she's mad. Because I got her man. Girl, don't.
Wait, hold on. Donna said what? Wait, hold on. Donna said what, Olivia? Donna, you bet not have said that old as you are. There. Quiet as kept it wasn't even really living dead. It was just somebody she had a summer fling with and got pregnant. That's it. Now, let me tell you something, sis. Now, you may be feeling some type of way because Donna is basically, I'm going to just say this, putting her nose in you and Zolo's business. Well, sis, it's probably like the same situation with Antonisha and Gerard. This woman has been with this man, about 4 or 5 years now? Hell, he lives, sis. So let's be honest. When he's going through things, maybe he's having conversations with Donna. They live together, sis. They coexist in the same home. So not only is they sharing their bed, they sharing their business with each other, right? And let's be honest, your business is Zolo's business. If that is truly his son, if Donna is supposed to be his woman, so if he's going through something, he's having conversations with her and she's giving input. Because that's what people when people have relationships, that's what they do, sis. They talk about their problems. And because whatever could be affecting Zolo will obviously affect Donna because she's in the house with. Anyway, let's move on.
Classic pick-me shit. I don't care about you having that. You think I care that you adopted another son? I don't care about that. I care because you know exactly why I care. Because he's not here for his son. That's why I care. The hell? Bitch, if I wanted that loser, I would have that loser. I don't want him. The hell? I really don't, you guys. I really, really, really don't. At one time, did I care about him a lot? Yes, I did. I was stupid. You guys saw me. I cared about him so much. I went out of my way for him. I let him use my car. I let him stay in my home. Of course I cared about him, but no, not after I seen him for who he was, a user and a manipulator and a liar and a fucking horrible person. The hell? You think I still want somebody like that? No, I don't. But anyway, I kept AG from him and from this internet for about a year or so because he was such an awful person. Stop it. Don't pull her. He was such an awful person. I don't know if you guys remember. He would go on hours, rants, lives about me and talk about me and my mother and my family and everything about me.
Yes, girl, we remember. Baby, do we remember? Oh, yeah, girl, we remember all of it. Every bit of it. And that's why I am just so baffled. Why you sitting and engaging conversations with this man? Now, girl, you did not hire AJ for a year. It was 2 years. It was 2 years, sis. Yeah. That you tried to hire AJ from the internet and that man, which, again, was very childish because you made a conscious decision to get pregnant with that baby. Then you made an even more conscious decision to birth the child, knowing who the father allegedly is supposed to be. And then you came on this internet. See, Olivia, this is why people think something wrong with you. Girl, you came on this internet and did a story time of your birth, a birthing story time, and everything you said, Olivia, everything you said was a lie. Girl, you told us that the man was driving hours away in the middle of the storm, and the car broke down. He had all kinds. Girl, you said all that, and the only person that was there was the doctor and your sister. See, this is why people don't believe you. Yeah, that's true, sis. This is why people don't believe you. Girl, you sat on a video, put on makeup and everything, and sat and with a straight face, girl, in the camera. 20-something minutes. Damn near 30 minutes of a complete lie. This is why the internet feels like something ain't right with you. Because no, really. Think about it, y'all. Who the hell lies about a birthing story? Who does that? But you notice when she had Kaylani, she told the truth about that story. She was there by herself. The folks had to get her Uber to get back home. Girl, you sat on this internet and conjured up a whole story about your baby daddy being by your side when you birthed your baby, when the baby daddy didn't even know that you birthed the baby. To the internet knew. A mess, girl. A mess.
I didn't want anything to do with him. And I was like, I was never scared of him. He can take me to court because he threatened that he's going to take me to court and take my son. Nigga, I hope you do it if you want to do it. You're going to fuck yourself over.
You're going to fuck yourself over. Why all the baby daddies want to take you to court? Girl, these men do not like you. Why? No, Libby, no, really. Why are all the baby daddies? Can y'all imagine? Why is all the baby daddies want to take you to court, girl? My God, man. Zolo, sit down and hush. You're not taking nobody nowhere. You can't even take a flight. What? Zolo, hush. I just want you to hush.
I promise you, you're going to walk away with no visitations and paying me money. I already told him I would never put him on child support. Why? Because I don't want to put my son through that. And because I don't need shit from you.
Wait, hold on. You're not going to put him on child support because you don't need nothing from him and you don't want to put your son through. What is you putting him through? No, really, sis. What would AJ be going through for his alleged father to be paying to support him? You act like every time you got to go to court to get more money, that AJ got to go to court with you. Girl, quiet as kept. When you go to child support court, the judge don't never got to see the child. Yeah, you don't never got to bring him. He ain't never got to go. Baby, he ain't never got, even up to age 18, the child never has to step foot in the court. How do you go off telling people he don't have to pay child support, but yet you had to pay child support, or you have to pay child support? How does Zolo not have to pay child support unless you don't want to give that man a DNA? Because that's the only way I can see you saying you don't have to pay child support, so he won't be insisting on a DNA. Is that what it is, Olivia? Are you coaxing Zolo and making him thinking like he got off scot-free, not having to pay child support, so you don't have to render blood tests? Because we all know once child support is in play, paternity test is matter of fact, the paternity test comes before the child support is rendered. Obviously. So is that what it is? Because how is you telling this man that he don't have to support his child, but yet you got to support? And ain't you sending him down there to Raquel? So Raquel and her husband got to support AJ. Your mama got to support AJ. The internet helps support AJ. But Zolo don't have to support AJ, and he's supposed to be the daddy? Child. Listen, people, she's not sure she was sleeping with another man. Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. That's obvious, Lynn. That's obvious. Because why would you tell this man that he does not have to pay child support? You don't need his money. You act like the internet money is guaranteed. Girl, you seen what they did to TikTok a couple months back at the beginning of the year. You seen what they did. Girl, they had people on the TikTok crying, jumping out of windows and cars and everything because they thought their bag was gone. Is she okay?
I don't need your dusty ass change.
No, hold on. And you call Jasmine slow and dumb. Just like Jasmine went over there and had Philip's child support reduced. But let's be honest, Philip do take care of them kids. His family does, he does, his woman does. Hell, everybody take care of the kids but Jasmine. But you call girl, you should have kept that part to yourself. They kill me. Now you'll tell Zolo he ain't got to pay child support, but let you move into the house or let you get pregnant, the internet got to go fill up the registry. The internet got to fill up the registry and buy you things for your house and your baby. But the men who birth the children don't got to do nothing. Is that some like new age, new generation type stuff? I get to birth the baby. I get to deal with the trials and tribulations of taking care of a child, but the daddy ain't got to do nothing because I don't like him. Is that like some new generation type stuff?
I don't need your little quarters, nickels, and dimes. I'm so sick of being disrespected. Like, I'm so sick of being disrespected. I've been so disrespected. And yes, I know I fight fire with fire. So it's hard to give a fuck about a bitch like me because I'm always like, fuck you, bitch, right? Yeah, well,
yeah, right. Exactly. That's what we've been trying to tell you, Olivia. You just answered your own damn question. That's why people don't give a F, because of the way you handle situations. And let's be honest, y'all. She can handle the situation however she wants to. Yeah, nobody cares. If she want to get on here and say, you know, middle finger in the air to everybody, okay, girl, that's your business, okay? But it's, you know, it's the numerous things that she has done continuously on this internet that a lot of us perceive to be like weird, like, girl, like, you know, like speaking on dead people's and all that, like that's just weird. So then she does all that, and then she turns around and wants the internet to empathize with her, and it's like, sis, wait, sis, you don't even give us room to do it, you know? So now she's on this situation with Zolo, and here's the thing, once again, sis, we can't feel bad for you with this Zolo situation, because you did the same. Let's be honest. Zolo is learning his behavior. He's learning it. He learned it. Let me change that. He learned his behavior from you. The way he gets on here and dragged you, throw subliminals and all that. Olivia, he learned that from watching how you was handling Gerard on the internet. Instead of just handling Gerard and you're in Gerard's situation off the internet, you chose to handle it on the internet. Zolo is only following your footsteps, sis. Let's be honest. Shit, Zolo damn near look up to you in a sort of kind of weird ass kind of way. And then here's the funny part. He's baiting her right now for traction for his channel. Because him and Donna did a live stream today. They got more views on the live stream than they got subscribers. And here she go again, falling right into the trap. But we love it, girl, because we like a Kiki.
That's just how I react with disrespect. But I have a good heart, and I've always I've always looked out for people, and he was a prime example of that. Like, he didn't have shit when I met him. Nothing. Yes, he didn't even have fucking the name that he has now. The fuck, I gave him his name. Like, not only move this freaking chair now. Now. Wait, Kailani, wait. Like, not only was he nothing, but nobody even knew who the fuck he was, right? Until me. And that's okay.
Yeah, because you thought you and Zolo was going to be the new odd couple, like Zolo and Donna is over there. How Zolo and Donna got this quote-unquote couples channel. You thought that's what you and him was getting ready to do. And that man clearly showed you very quickly that he wasn't about that life. Zolo was about him. He wasn't about you. He dealt with you to get what he wanted up out of you. And once he seen that you didn't have really enough to give him, that ninja went on to the next best thing and been over there ever since. He been over there ever since.
Like I said, I'm still not bitter. I don't care. Oh, and that's another thing. I asked him kindly. Never mind. We're not even gonna get into all that.
That's true, Fancy.
AJ, put that chair back now. Where's my purse? Why would you knock the stroller over? Pick it up. He just does shit, bro. Like, look what he did to the stroller. Why would he knock the stroller over?
You know why, sis? Because he's in a playhouse with no kids to play with. Let's be honest. Who the hell playing at the McDonald's playhouse? After COVID, I thought they shut all that stuff down anyway. He don't have nobody. I mean, Kaylani there, but let's be honest. I mean, at this point, Kaylani need to go sit down for AJ, run her over. He don't have nothing to do, sis. You was on this live. She was live for 4 hours almost. What the hell is he supposed to do? It's only so much crawling and bouncing around and about. It's only fun if there's other children to play with. So, like, if he had other children he could chase through the playhouse, and he probably would have been occupied. There's nobody to play with, sis. What do you expect for the little boy to do?
And my purse better not be open.
Miss Donna is actually she's a Virgo. Is Virgo an earth sign? I don't know. Shouts out to Virgos because y'all know I'm a Virgo. Is that I don't really get into the astrological signs like that. Is Virgo an earth sign? Who just said that? Mama Bugs.
It better not be open, bro. If my purse is open, you gonna get it for real.
Yeah, she's a Virgo.
I swear, you guys, I love my son to death, but I really hate that I had my baby with that man. I really do. But I love AJ to death. And people are like, oh, no, you don't. You don't like AJ because it's from that man. Girl, fuck out of here. I could have had an abortion in 2.5 seconds if I didn't want to have nothing with that man. I wanted my baby.
Of course you wanted your baby, sis, because you was losing the other three. Yeah, you wanted that baby. And AJ at that, the fact of her being pregnant was like comfort to her, right? AJ, and soon as AJ started walking and talking, she was like, oh, shit. Like, I'm sorry. She's annoyed by AJ. Because let's be honest, AJ is a lot. But the reason why AJ is a lot, in my opinion, is because Olivia and her mother did not set boundaries for AJ, just like Little Legend over there, where he cry and whine all the time. They didn't set boundaries for that little boy. If y'all notice, we're going to talk about Life of Tanae probably tomorrow, y'all. Life of Tanae, she got 5 kids now. She got the triplet little girl, and the 2 boys. But whenever you watch Life of Tanae, her kids don't act like that. They don't. They don't come, they'll get in the camera, hi, internet, hi. No, they'll do that. But most times, them kids go about their business. That's because, in my opinion, Tanae set boundaries for them kids. Them kids know how to know when and when not to play with Tanae. Olivia, her mama never set boundaries for that little boy. So that's why he's off the chain. Because he won't even listen to her. He never listens to Olivia. Because Olivia, all she does is scream and holler at him. Now, she probably pops him every now and then, obviously, when she's not on the internet.
Happy I have my baby. But, AJ is a handful. And that's okay. That is okay.
He is Black Queen every time.
I just regret who I had him with. That's all. Because, let me tell you guys something else. Dealing with a father like him, I started to look at Gerard a little different. Tell you the truth. Not like I fully forgive that nigga, because him and I have our own issues. But seeing a father who actually cares.
Wait.
Versus one who doesn't give a fuck.
Go back.
You know what I mean?
Go back.
Yeah. Well, that's just how I react with disrespect. But I have a good heart. And I've always I've always looked out for people. And he was a prime example of that. Like, he didn't have shit when I met him. Nothing. He didn't even have fucking the name that he has now. The fuck? I gave him his name. Like, not only... Move this freaking chair now. Now. Wait, Kailani, wait. Like, not only was he nothing, but nobody even knew who the fuck he was, right? Until me. And that's okay. Like I said, I'm still not bitter. I don't care. Oh, and that's another thing. I asked him kindly. Never mind. We're not even going to get into all that. AJ, put that chair back now. Where's my purse? Why would you knock the stroller over? Pick it up. He just does shit, bro. Like, look what he did to the stroller. Why would he knock the stroller over? And my purse better not be open. It better not be open, bro. If my purse is open, you gonna get it for.
Zolo did have a page, Lisa, while doing music videos, but he didn't even have 500 followers. Let's be honest. Olivia's presence helped Zolo's channel. And then Zolo went off on his own and grew his channel even more on his own. But Olivia, like that music channel that Zolo had, I don't even think the man had 500 people over there. It was like 200. I remember. It was a very, very low number. Her influence sent people over there.
For real. I swear, you guys, I love my son to death, but I really hate that I had my baby with that man. I really do. But I love AJ to death. And people are like, oh, no, you don't. You don't like AJ because it's from that man. Girl, fuck out of here. I could have had an abortion in 2.5 seconds if I didn't want to have nothing with that man. I wanted my baby, and I'm happy I have my baby. But, you know, AJ is a handful, and that's okay. That is okay. I just regret who I had him with. That's all. Because, you know, let me tell you guys something else. Dealing with him, dealing with a father like him, I started to look at Gerard a little different. Tell you the truth. Not like I fully forgive that nigga, because him and I have our own issues. But seeing a father who actually cares, you know, versus one who doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Pretends. And then he put my baby's face on a fucking album cover, a whack ass.
But isn't that what we said all along? Isn't that what we told her all along? We was like, Olivia, why is you bashing that man for wanting to be a father? Meaning Gerard. We said that. You see how she contradicts herself? Like she gets on the internet for saying things that are obviously make sense. Then she turns right around and says it herself. Right. She'll be back to dragging him. But it's like now she respects Gerard for being, since you've always respected Gerard. Let's be honest. In my opinion, I think she was jealous the fact that Gerard loved those kids more than he loved her. She felt like the same way he was fighting for them kids, he should have fought for her. But now she see Gerard's married and he's not stunting her. So, okay, now you're going to get this man the Father of the Year award? It's like, sis, we was telling you that from the beginning. It's like, it don't make sense. Like, Olivia makes, like, oh my God, I don't even see how people sit and have a conversation with this lady. Like, she makes no sense. It's like, girl, we've been telling you that. Like, why is you dragging that man for wanting to be a father to his children? Let's be honest. In my opinion, Olivia made the situation worse than what it was. Like, Gerard seems like a reasonable guy. I think if Olivia would have just did what she was supposed to do, Gerard probably would have backed down a little bit. If Olivia, obviously Gerard already had 2 attorneys. As long as things were drafted where he had his equal visitations with no hesitation, cops being called and all this stuff, as long as he didn't have none of that, he probably would have backed down on Olivia. But because she was so resistant to authority, Gerard said, F it. All right, you want to play? Let's play. And then how she kept getting on this internet. Like, in the beginning, Gerard was with Olivia in the internet because he wanted her to produce money, right? And it was normal content. But when it flipped and he was no longer in the picture, even when he was still in the picture, and when Gerard would have disagreements and she would bring their business to the internet, as a black man, most black men don't like that. They don't want their business all on the internet like that. And that's what she kept doing. She kept doing it. And so over time, Gerard, she was disgusting to him. He started gaining resentment towards her. Because he was like, y'all know Gerard real country. He from Texas. He real country. Liv. And he used to always say, Olivia, go find you some friends. Go find you some friends, Olivia. Go find you some friends. Because I guarantee y'all, if Olivia had some good girlfriends, half the stuff we know about this woman, we probably wouldn't even know. Because she would have just confided in her friends. But because Olivia doesn't have any friends, because she doesn't know how to have healthy relationships, the internet has become her friends. Hence the reason why she mad at Donna for betraying her and tiptoeing the tulips with her baby daddy, as if Donna owed her anything. Just like Antonisha didn't owe her anything, Donna didn't owe her anything. I mean, there's really no girl code. She had like her and Donna used to hang out back in the day. There's no girl code there. That woman was a follower of yours on the internet, sis. She didn't owe you nothing but that follow. And let's be honest, she don't even owe you that. Quiet as kept, Donna probably still subscribed.
Album cover, and then you had the nerve to put him on that fucking weird ass channel over there. How dare you? Of course I told him to take that shit off. Of course I did. Of course I did. And he did. Good.
Right, Lynn. Olivia wanted fame and Gerard wanted family. However, Gerard would have took Olivia wanting fame. He was okay with it, right? When Gerard started seeing them checks rolling in, he was like, all right now, sis. He was okay with it. I mean, this man came on the internet and checked her hemorrhoids on a video. He was all in her anus on a video. Gerard was for it. But when it started going to Olivia's head, it made him change his mind about her. She let the money and the fame go to her. I ain't gonna even call it fame. Let's just say the clout. Let's use that word. She let the money and the clout go to her head. And it pushed Gerard away. If she would have just kept it simple, she probably could have kept Gerard. Probably. I mean, I'm not who Nostradamus. I can't see the future. But she probably could have kept him. Because at one time he was whatever she was trying to do, he was for it. Y'all remember when he did the skit with Pow Pow? Like Gerard was with it. And then he wasn't with it no more.
Keep it off. Keep it off. And it is what it is, you guys. It is what it is. He published a video that's very disrespectful towards me, where he was in my home and he severely disrespected me in my home. Like I said, if I did that man wrong and he had a reason to treat me the way he treated me,
he didn't do you disrespectful the day that you doused him with the bleach. You were mad because he was recording you, because he was questioning, were you pregnant? And you were saying you weren't when he already knew you were. Because like he said, you had already took the pregnancy test in front of him. So he already knew you were pregnant. And Olivia at the time was trying to allude to the fact to Zolo that she had an AB. And he knew she didn't. So he once again, that yet another situation where he learned from the best, he was recording her so he could bring it to the internet. Same way she recorded Gerard when allegedly he was buying the $99 from the prostitute. Mm-hmm.
Then nigga do it.
Right.
Pedal to the metal. But he never had a reason to do me like he did me, because I was nothing but kind to him. Nothing but kind to him. And I looked out for him. But that's the problem, Olivia. You probably thought you were kind. You probably thought you were looking out for him, but you were being kind and looking out for the wrong individual. You were putting more effort into Zolo and you and Zolo's very premature relationship instead of trying to fix
And when I say fix, I don't mean trying to get her and Gerard back together, but fixed her and Gerard's co-parenting situation. She put more effort into Zolo instead of fixing that estranged co-parenting relationship her and Gerard had been dealing with for years. You put more effort into a 3-month situation as opposed to an 8-year situation. So that's why when you play games, you win stupid prizes, sis. And Zolo showed you what he thought about what you thought you did for him. Like, since you really didn't do anything. You went to Walmart, bought him a pair of work boots. You let him drive your car. He said he had access to your EBT card and your Cash App card. You bought him some studio time. Like, you did all the things that you shouldn't have done. Instead of buying him studio time, you should have took that same money and took your kids up the street to Disney World that they never got a chance to go to. The whole time you lived in Florida. Both times.
Be a lesson, ladies. Let me be a lesson. And that old lady thinks that he won't do the same thing to her. He will when he's done using her up. He will. And I don't care about that.
Now, this is where I agree with Olivia. Zolo most definitely gonna give Donna his ass to kiss. Yeah, he will. You know why? Because Zolo is about himself. I just said to you guys, 30, 40 minutes ago, anytime you don't care nothing about your kids, you don't care. You don't care too much about anything else. Didn't I tell you guys yesterday when we reacted to Zolo and Donna's video? I told you guys, living with Donna is the best Zolo has ever lived. He's never lived that good. He can get on the internet and say whatever the hell he want to say. That man ain't never lived that good. And he's accomplished a lot being with Donna. So he respects her to a certain extent for that. But as soon as that man gets what he wants, because let's be honest, anytime you can't even keep a healthy relationship with your baby mama, even if it's co-parenting, what you think of Donna? And he ain't had a child or a chicken with that woman. He ain't had a child or a chicken with that woman. The reason why Zolo is still there with Donna, because Donna makes it easy to stay there. That's why he's still there. He ain't got to do a whole lot. Because Donna ain't, I'm going to just be honest, I don't think that woman's requiring a whole lot. His presence is all she needs. Now, Donna was in her and Zolo went live today. Donna was in her live talking about Zolo bring home the bag. Really, sis? Well, at this point, he should bring home the bag as long as you was supplying the bag for him. Like, I mean, he should reciprocate it back at this point. And let's be honest, he living there, sis. That's what roommates do. They go 50-50 on the bills.
Like I said, you guys, it's just a mess. And that's what I was going to do today. I have recordings of him because we've been on the phone a lot. I have recordings of him. And I was like, I'm going to play that shit. But I'm like, you know what? Let me not stoop to his disgusting level because that's some shit he would do. I'm not going to do that. Just know that I have them. You know what you said to me. So that's just that on that. Okay, I was trying to keep it cordial, but you can't keep it cordial. You're an asshole. And I think he got some money recently, so now he's trying to throw it in my face. Oh, I was gonna send you this money. Nigga, don't think that you send me shit. You don't do shit for me. You've never done anything for me. You would only be sending it for your son. I don't even want his money. If he wanted.
So do y'all think Olivia has recordings? Do y'all think she recorded Zolo on the phone? Do y'all think that? Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Olivia has recordings of her and Zolo's conversations. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. Or put a 2 in the chat if y'all think she's capping.
To just send me a gift card. Like a gift card to, I don't know, buy his kids some clothes and shoes. Nigga, you think I want your dusty ass money?
I do too, Tam Reed.
You think I need your money, honey?
When you think no,
it's just the fact that you don't want to do shit for your son, but you have the audacity to get on here And I've asked him plenty times. Yes, that is the reason why AJ is not in daycare anymore. Because I asked that man, look, can you at least pay for his daycare? It's $125 a week. That's it. I think he sent me like $200 one time. And then I think that was the last payment he ever sent me. No, sit down then. Why are you standing up? You always got to stand up.
So Zolo. Well, hell, Zolo probably is in daycare. So AJ's not in daycare because Zolo wouldn't commit to paying for it. So when you signed AJ up, what were your intentions on paying for it moving forward? Because don't you make money on YouTube? Regardless of who name it is, you got access to it. She did say she paid for the daycare. And Latrice, let's be honest, she was paying for it. She just said Zolo sent her $200. And that's it. So AJ couldn't go to daycare anymore because you didn't want to pay for it. I don't think it's because she couldn't pay for it. It's because she didn't want to pay for it.
Okay, let me read your comments. I'm sorry, guys. It's just been a lot. Liv has been dealing with a lot, and I've just been like taking it for my son. And it's just like I've dealt with so much disrespect. And then people want to act like they have amnesia on what this person has done and put me through. For what reason? And people are okay with it because they hate me. That's disgusting. What he did to a woman. That's disgusting when all I ever did was help him. But like I said, I don't need no sympathy. I don't need nobody to feel sorry for me. Because, bitch, guess what? I got my ass up and I got my shit together. The fuck? Okay? Something he could never do. He could never do. So let's just keep it like that. Okay? And he doesn't have a CDL. No, I'm not going to tell you guys where he works because that's his business, but he does not have a CDL. That's bullshit. Just to let you guys know, because you guys love to give bitches credit. Oh, look, he got his CDL. Yeah. No, he just has a regular job like everybody else, you know, but it's good. I mean, I'm not going to shit on it. It's a job, but no CDL, honey. No, there's none of that.
Now, Olivia, do you want us to believe that you think you're telling us he don't have a CDL? You also told us Gerard wasn't married, and he is. So I don't know, girl. I don't know where you're getting your information from.
Get your ass over here and give me my cup. It is, and what he is doing to his son is worse. It will hurt. It won't. It won't. Because AJ won't even be in his life, you guys. No, he won't be in AJ's life. He doesn't care about AJ, bro. He don't even care about his daughter. And that's a girl. He don't care about his daughter. No. He could have made a home with the first baby mama because I'm sure she was the same thing. I'm sure she was, give me my cup. I'm sure she was a dummy like me who took him in, cared about him, gave him a place. Every woman gave him a place to stay, let him stay there. That's the type of man he is. He goes and he lives with women. So she was probably, yeah, she's probably the same dummy as me. And he left her. He left her because, I don't know, because he got bored with her, I guess.
Because you don't know, sis. You don't know. You only know why you and him are not together. You don't know nothing about why him and her are not together unless she told you.
Who knows? Or maybe because he had to take responsibility and he had to do some shit. I don't know. I don't know. But who knows? But if he wanted to be an active father, he would be living with this first baby mama, or he would be with me, or whatever the case may be. Not saying that I want him. I'm just saying a man who wants to be a father is a father. A man who doesn't. That's all. Hey, give me that now. See? Stop moving around. God, girl. AJ, you have 5 seconds. 1, 2. He keeps taking my damn cup up there. 1, 2. A man who puts someone, he's effing over his kids. I don't think he even puts her over his kids. He puts himself over his kids. You know what my mom said? Well, before I told him that he was AJ's dad, My mom was like, please don't tell him, Olivia. We don't want to deal with him and da 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 da. And I was like, Mom, we're not going to have to deal with him. He doesn't want to take care of kids. He is a kid. He's living he never had a mom, right? So in his mind, this is like his mom. It's so twisted and gross, but like this is I know him. I know him. That's why I'm saying this. And you guys are like, bitch, you don't know him. You only knew him for a few months. No, I know him well enough. I know his stories. I know where he's from. I know what he's been through. I know he's never had a fucking mama. So that's why he has severe mama issues. So it's like this lady is like a mom to him. And he likes being like the son. You know what I mean? Like he likes, it's.
Y'all got to think about it though. Y'all got to understand. Zolo is used to having different people being his parent. This man was a foster child. So he was kind of accustomed to living in different homes. Right? So some of what she's saying is, in my opinion, is probably a little true about Zolo. Right? That's why it was so easy for him to come over and shack up with her, and she allowed it. The same way she was over there at the halfway house beating down the door trying to get him to come up out. Lorenzo! Trying to get him to come up out of there. I think her and Zolo bonded a little bit because they both had parent issues. She had daddy issues. He had mommy issues. So in a sense, they kind of bonded with each other for that reason. And she probably was infatuated by his tattoos too. I don't know. Like I said, am I expecting Olivia to pick the best man for her? I mean, at this point, she picks what she wants to pick, right? But it's just funny how she spent months and months and years dragging Gerard through the mud for him wanting to be a part of his children's life and wanting to be a father and wanting to make sure his kids grew up in a healthy, normal environment. And now you on here saying you can respect Gerard for being a good father. And you don't respect Zolo because Zolo is not a father when you already knew Zolo didn't have daddy qualities. You knew that when he was living there with you. She knew that every time he would get mad at her and come on the internet and drag her. And this was even before he left. When he left with the whole bleach incident, this was even like you peeped this ninja. You peeped him. But you allowed this man to come and dick you down. And then you got pregnant. And then once she got pregnant, I think she probably thought like her being pregnant would persuade him to come back. But once Zolo got to Illinois and seen how he had it far better over there with Donna, let's be honest, even if he wanted to come back to Olivia, once Olivia became pregnant and Zolo felt like that could have been his child, that was called responsibility. Yeah, he wasn't going to come over there. He stayed right over there down there with Donna because over there with Donna, he didn't have to be responsible for nobody but him. Zolo likes it as him and Donna. He loves that because he doesn't, he speaks of his children on the internet or his child on the internet, but that's about it. Like him and Donna riding around the city, going to eat out everywhere. Imagine having children of your own and you never eating out with your kids, but you eating out with your significant other as if, hell, do you even know if your kids are eating just as good as you're eating?
Really gross. It's really gross, but that's their situation. It's not mine. Okay. I don't want to talk about it, but But I was like, Mom, we're not going to have to deal with him. He doesn't want to be a father. I already got that from his first baby. He never made an effort to be around his first baby. He didn't care. He didn't care. You know what he was telling me? And this was a red flag when I first met him, because I'm not the type of chick. If you're not a father to your kids, I'm going to look at you sideways, period, point blank. So when I first met him, he was talking about he wanted to claim his daughter on his taxes. And I'm like, but she don't live with you. She lives with her mama. Why would you claim the kids? He's like, I need to get that social somehow. I was like, oh, hell no. That bitch, I should have been like, get the the fuck out of my house. I should have said it right then and there. I was stupid. I was really stupid. But like I said, I'm a grown-ass woman. Kailani, come here. I'm a grown-ass woman. I bet the whole McDonald's employees are like, you know, I saw somebody who watches me works here because I can't.
Girl, how would Zolo be telling you he trying to claim his daughter when you met him? It was May. Tax time was there. It was over. So how was he having conversations with you about wanting to get his daughter's social security number so he could claim her when he met you? It was May. Tax time was over.
Came to the drive-thru one day. They were like, Liv, I wonder if she's here. I don't care. Shit. They're probably all like, listen to this hot tea. I don't care. Oh, well, shit. I'm not being loud, though. I'm being quiet, but I don't think anybody's in this restaurant right now. But like I said, I'm grown, and I can admit my wrongs. I was very wrong. I was very wrong for being involved with a person like him, but I was very hurt. I was in a very bad place. I was very naive. I'm going to keep saying naive because before him and before Brandon, I never been with anybody else but Gerard. Oh, no. I had been in relationships, but in so long, I hadn't been with anybody else. So it's like, I was stupid. And that whole, I don't care if you don't have shit. I'm not going to judge you off of what you have.
What you mean you hadn't been in a relationship? Wasn't you with Brandon before you was with Zolo? Wasn't she with Brandon before Zolo? Hey, Jersey. Wasn't she with Brandon before Zolo? So you know what? That wasn't 2020. That was 2021. Because she was with Brandon before Zolo, right? Yeah. She was with Brandon before Zolo. So it wasn't 2020 when her and Zolo were together. It was 2021. So what you mean you hadn't had a relationship? Girl, you was in the bathroom at the end of 2020, in December at the end of 2020, in the bathroom doing videos thinking you telling us you was pregnant by Brandon. Oh, my God.
Mindset that I used to have, it got me in the trouble that it got me in.
Who the hell is Denzel?
I noticed that you only told him that he was the father after Stella left. Was that to get back at her for leaving or because you needed help once she left? Neither. You guys, like I said before, I don't know how you picture my life. You guys look at me like I'm like an alien from outer space. I'm a regular ass bitch. You better knock it off. Leave her.
I mean, sis, you kind of do act alienish. It's giving Predator. Okay, girl. You do act like a damn alien, girl, because we be looking at you like, are you okay?
Alone. I'm a regular human, right? I don't have nothing but conflicts. No, I don't ever have conflict with my mother, with my family. We never have conflicts. For real, we never do. If we do have a little upset or something, stop talking to her crazy, bro. If we ever have conflict, we always handle it right away. So no, I would never do something like that to get.
She told AJ to stop talking to Kailani crazy like that. Well, sis, how else is he supposed to talk to his sister? I mean, essentially, he's going to talk to his sister the way he's being talked to by you. I mean, again, it's a learned behavior. He's going to shout at Kailani because that's how you respond to him. And he knows he's big brother over Kailani. He knows you're big mama over him, right? So he's going to respond to Kailani like that because that's how you respond to him. That's what he's learned. It's a learned behavior.
Back at my mom. That's disgusting and weird shit. And I definitely didn't do it because I needed his help. Because
Right,
with the little, he's probably sent me maybe $500 this whole time I've known him, or I've been talking to him. So definitely not the money. I did it because I really want AJ to have some type of man. Like AJ, I don't want to keep calling him a father because he's not a fucking father. Like a father.
Sis, if you wanted AJ to have some type of man figure that symbolizes as his father, then you probably should have incorporated Zolo in the pregnancy. However you could have did that, because he was in Illinois and you were in Florida. You probably could, like, you basically took away the first 2 years of the little boy's life. Now, here's the thing, y'all. A lot of you guys are alleging that maybe Zolo is or is not the father. I mean, at this point, the only person that actually knows that is the person that would conduct the paternity test, if it ever happens. But it's like she wanted AJ to have some. No, yeah, you did, sis, because out of the two that you got at the house, neither one of them have a relationship with their dad, a real natural nurturing relationship like the Web3 have with their father. And again, to me personally, I feel like she finds some type of jealousy in that. Because the Web3 can come over and talk about their dad and what they do with their dad and where they're going and where they've been. But Kaylani and AJ don't have a relationship with their daddies. And she feels some type of way. But Olivia has to blame herself for that. Is as old as Olivia is, and I'm not saying that Olivia is perfect and she should not make any mistakes. I'm not saying that. But my thing is, based off the man that you were dealing with when it came to your 3 oldest children, wouldn't you have vetted a man that had similar traits? Because you already seen what a man, how a man handles his children. How would you go to the extreme opposite of dealing with someone like Zolo, who obviously is not showing fatherly traits to their child or children? And obviously Kaylani's daddy, based off what we are assuming, he don't even know Kaylani exists. Like, how do you go from one extreme to the other? And I can see if you stumbled, you know, because like a lot of times you don't know a person until they show you who they are, right? So I can see you maybe making that mistake with Zolo. Like, damn, I really thought this nigga was going to be some, although you only knew him for 3 damn months, but you know, girl. But then you made the same mistake with Kaylani's dad. Hell, you know, you probably don't even know the man's real first or last name at this point, which is actually awful sad for Kaylani. It really is nothing for her. It's more so for Kaylani. Again, it's almost like she birthed a mini her. Olivia knows what it feels like not to have a nurturing relationship with your dad. And then you turn around and do it to your daughter? Like, that's actually very sad. Especially her growing up with not having her dad around all the time. And then you turn around and do it to Kaylani?
I wanted AJ to know who his dad was, and I was just thinking maybe he wants to be involved. And I'm not the type of chick to keep a man out of the kid's life. I had to do that for my own sanity and peace and for AJ's sanity and peace, because up until maybe like 6 months before I told him, he was still with the bullshit on social media, posting him with money and talking about he's gonna get Gerard's lawyer and he's gonna do this and do that. Nigga, bye. I promise you right now, to this day, as I speak and I sit here, if you ever tried to take me to court with my son, I would get you Gaia. Whatever the fuck you say it. I would get you good, honey. I would get you so good. You couldn't play with me. You could never play with me. You can't play with a bitch who already been through it. That's number one. And like I said, you're only gonna do it to yourself. You're only gonna hurt yourself. Like I said, go ahead, put yourself on papers. You're not gonna get visitation. With a record like yours.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Fi. Wait, hold on. Zolo said to you, he gonna go get Gerard's. Not Zolo said he gonna go get Gerard's attorney on your ass. Yikes. Gerard attorney, people like, wait, she back again? Gerard attorney would be like, wait, who? Olivia Johnson? Again? Oh my God.
You're not going to get visitation. And I don't care. I don't mind if you come see him. I would like you to come see him. You don't have to stay with me. You don't have to come stay with me. You can, there's a lot of hotels around here. I've told him everything, you guys. I've invited him. I've told him to come see his son. He doesn't want to. So it's okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. AJ, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Okay, so anyway, let's get to the questions and then I'm gonna get off. Because I'm about to take this butt home. Yeah, all things Tiff. I don't care about that at all. That's weird shit. I do not care about that. Their relationship is weird. He needs someone to take care of him and she needs somebody to take care of. He'll use the hell out of her until he... No, see what he's gonna do. He already told me what he's gonna do. He's waiting for some money. Because let me tell you, I'll tell you this, because I don't care about that lady. She wants to be involved in Olivia's business. Well, your business is now being put out, ma'am. She doesn't own that home. I believe she's retired. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure she's retired because I know that he works. And like I said, he does not have a CDO, but he does work. And he does drive, but he doesn't drive.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Why are you telling Donna's business? Like, who are you beefing with, Donna or Zolo? Sis, are you okay? No, why are you beefing with Donna? You mad because Donna is standing by her man? That's what women do, sis. They stand by their man. Why is you messing with Donna? What did Donna do? She is, right, it makes like she's jealous. Regardless if Donna's renting her house or whatever, she can afford to do it, sis, with Zolo there or without him there. So you'll tell Donna's business, but you won't tell us where Zolo work at. But you'll tell Donna, not saying I want to know where Zolo work at, but I'm just saying, you'll tell Donna's business like Donna slept with you and don't want to take care of her child. Donna didn't have a child with you, sis. Yikes.
Big rigs and trucks and shit like that. No.
Did I hear what?
So, and you guys, if you guys were to know where he works, you guys would have a good kiki. Okay. But anyway, he does pay some bills living there. I think he pays that lady's bills somewhat. You know what I mean? Because like I told you guys, when he lived with me, you guys don't believe it, but that nigga was paying some bills. He was cash apping me his checks. Yes, he was. Yes, he'll pay some bills. So that's what he's doing. That's what he's using his money for. Now he's paying where he lays. He has to pay where he lays. But the fact that he won't send AJ $5 for a fucking kids meal, that's what I don't like. Like, you're a weirdo. Like, he's just a weirdo. He's just a weirdo. He doesn't give a fuck. That's all. But she doesn't own that home. She doesn't have a bunch of money. The reason she has what she has is because she only had one son. Ew. Now she has two sons. And I think her son is like the same age as him. Okay. But anyway. She only had one kid. And she worked for the city. So yeah, she got some money. She got some money somewhere. But it ain't in that house because that's not her house. They rent. Yeah. That's a rent. That's a rental.
But don't you rent too? Didn't you have a rent to buy house that you ran off and left? Again, whatever Donna got, she worked for it. If she renting and she not working right now, she's retired, she can afford to pay her rent and she ain't down there at the Blue Santa asking them for Christmas help. Why is she mad at Donna? Because Donna... What?
I just wanted to say that because no. So anyway, he's waiting. I know what he's waiting for. Should I tell you guys? My phone's about to die. I have 10%. He's waiting. Let me just say that he's waiting for some money, some big money, because he already knows he has his whole life planned out after this lady. That's in the recordings. He has his whole life planned out after this lady, and somehow I'm in the mix of that. I'm like, nigga, bye. You think you're gonna? He's delusional. I'm not a part of that shit. I don't want to be nowhere near that. Okay.
Wait, he has a whole life planned after this lady. After what? What he about to offer Liv? What, is he plotting on Donna over there? Wait, what is she talking about? What money is he waiting on? Was she about to kick the bucket or something? What type of conversation you and Zola over there having that you recording? Donna, you might want to get your hand on this recording, girl. Sound like you need to be listening. Olivia, play them recordings. After Donna passes, but she act like they know when Donna go pass. What is going on? Lord, not when she leave this earth. Donna, you got Zolo in that kitchen stirring up stuff, girl. You better be watching that here while you on the live stream entertaining the live chat. You better be entertaining with that man sprinkling in that food around there.
No. Okay. You get her money and she wherever she goes. Right, no, just give it to your daughter, bro. Okay. Nice. Or put it in an account for your son. So when he turns 18, he can have it. Since Kailani. Oh, where the fuck is she
going? About it, y'all. I don't think she's lying. I think Zolo did tell her something about some money because, you know, he that type of ninja. He'll floss about somebody else's coin. I don't think she's lying. Girl, imagine that. You over there running that woman's business to Olivia, of all people. You said, TMR, I think she's going by the live Zolo and Donna did. She remembered the comment asked about Zolo would get with Liv. He said in the future, he doesn't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's only 58 years old. She's not old. And then let's be honest, Donna got a son. So unless Zolo and Donna are legally married, anything, let me say this. I don't know what the laws are in the state of Illinois, but I would just assume that her next of kin would be her son. And if they're not married, everything would go to them unless Donna then wrote Zolo in a whip. Baby, I don't even want to talk about, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even want to talk about that. Like, I don't know what Olivia and Zolo, I don't know what type of conversations Olivia and Zolo were having over there, but I just hate that Donna is in the midst of dealing with a man that would even tell any of her business to the likes of Olivia or anybody for that matter. Okay. Y'all said Donna about to be 63. Is she? Somebody said she's 58. I don't care how old that lady is, but I'm just saying, I do feel like Zolo was, I'm going to say pillow talking, but they weren't laying on the same pillow. But something just makes me feel like and Donna mentioned her passing, etc. I don't even remember that. I don't know. Something makes me feel like they might have had a conversation about some possible money that Zolo feel like he can inherit or come a part of, or maybe Donna. You know, it's the fact that Zolo would even entertain Donna's business with Olivia, like. And apparently, Olivia said she recorded that conversation. Child, I don't know what's going on. Oh, Lord.
Get over here. Okay, let's go. Put your shoes on.
Zolo's 33 and Donna.
I know you poop and you stink.
5 years older than Zolo. So, yeah.
Why would you poop like that? You need to tell me. Put your shoes on. Thank ass. He waiting for her to croak. He knows what he's doing. Dude, let me just say that. He knows exactly what he has it all planned out. So that's cool, bro. Do you, but you ain't never gonna get on this motherfucking platform. Like I said, you think it's cute. You think it's cute to come on here? Because that's what I asked him. I'm like, you know what? You want to show me respect? You want to keep doing this YouTube shit? I don't know why, nigga. Nobody cares who you are if it wasn't for me. But okay, keep doing it. Anyway, it's okay. We don't even gotta get into all that. I'm not even gonna talk about it no more. Just let him do his thing, okay? He thinks people are he thinks people are laughing with him, not at him. If you guys really think that shit is cute over there, something is wrong with y'all. But anyway, let me read some comments because I gotta go. I have to say, y'all did have a loving bond. I cared about him, but he didn't care about me. I loved him. I think I did. I think I loved him at one point. But I don't think he ever loved me. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. You live and you learn. And I'm just happy that he was only part of my life like 3 months. That's it. Imagine if, I always tell my mom this because he came on here trying to expose me, pretty much fuck up my whole business that I've built. Do you understand that? Everything I built on here. And he almost did. If I let him and he ran me off, could you imagine?
You know, I'm going to just say this. The fact that she don't know if she loved the man or not because she was only with him for 3 damn months pretty much says, sis, you didn't love him. Because if it's real love, you don't forget that. Even if you don't have it anymore, you know, like how you love Gerard. If it's real love, you never forget that feeling. So it's obvious, sis, you wanted to love Zolo, or I think you liked him a whole lot. You was attracted to him. But love, maybe y'all told each other y'all loved each other, but, you know, obviously that was a far stretch, okay? Y'all, we're going to go ahead and end it here, okay? Now, she was on here for another 2 hours or so. I'm going to go take a peek at it. I'm going to be honest, though. I want to get over there to Zolo and Donna because, baby, I like to kiki. And Olivia don't make me laugh enough because it'd be too dark and dimzo over there. And not only that, Zolo was a rebound. And he wasn't a rebound from Gerard. He was a rebound from Brandon, okay? Because, see, Brandon had to go back to Texas. She couldn't rope Brandon into staying in Florida. When Brandon moved Olivia back to Florida, he couldn't, I am Miss Pettis. Olivia couldn't convince Brandon to stay in Florida. Trust me, she tried. Brandon said, girl, I'm getting my ass on back to Texas, okay? Everything big in Texas. All right, girl. And honey, Olivia got the internet to help Brandon get a flight, and that man ain't been back to Florida since. And if he's been to Florida, it ain't been to see her. Okay, girl. So I don't know, y'all. That's a mess. I don't know what prompted this conversation with Olivia. She obviously was talking to Zolo through the live, things that she can't say to him because he probably got her blocked or he's not answering her calls or whatever the situation is. So she's having a conversation with the internet. I think Donna and Zolo did their live first, and then she came behind them. I believe that's how it went. But we're going to take a peek at their live tomorrow, see what they were over there talking about. Theirs is a couple of hours. Y'all know TMR can't do. I'm going to just get the part that I think we need to talk about, and then we'll discuss it, and then we'll move on. But y'all, it's a whole mess. But at this point, you know, that's what Olivia get. That's exactly what she get. That's exactly what you get. The way you dragged the Gerard when all Gerard was trying to do was be a father to his kids and basically nothing to her, because what her and Gerard had was over. Regardless if it was Olivia's fault or Gerard's fault or it was their fault as a collective, what Gerard and Olivia had was no longer. And obviously she was very bitter behind that because Gerard wanted to stay in those kids' life, but he didn't want to be a part of her. And he moved on with another woman. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't have been mad if Zolo moved on with another woman. I wouldn't have cared if it was a former subscriber or it was my next door damn neighbor. I wouldn't have cared what Zolo did because once again, girl, you was with the man for 3 freaking months. Let's be honest. You was with him for 3 months, girl. You didn't even know nobody in his family. Hell, it sounds like you don't even know nobody in his family. So what is we really crying over? And the fact that she got pregnant, that was her fault. Because once Zolo showed you who he was, sis, that was your fault. You didn't believe him. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one, honey. Remember, so much love. Bye.